Just about ready. 1,600 meters. They're set. And away they go. Be Real was slightly slow off the mark over there. Sandbank began well as one of the early leaders. On the outside of them, going right up there, is Raising Quinn to set the gallop up front. Pedro is just off the leading line. Timbavati River to the hilt is across the inside with King of Seville. My Best, he's been ridden from off the pace, is racing about 6-7 lengths off the leader. Behind that is Final Edition, and the back mark is the slow starting Be Real. There's 7 lengths in it from first to last as the runners work their way down to the last 1,100 meters. It's Raising Quinn, the leader, a length here from Pedro racing second. Sandbank is third. Timbavati Rivers had it hard on their outside of runners. Behind that is King of Seville. Further back to the hilt gives the leader 6 lengths start with My Bestie behind those. Further back in the field, second to last at this stage. At the end of the field is Be Real, and Final Edition was the one second to last as they become homeward bound into the home straight now. Heading down into the last 600 meters, and Pedro picked up the advantage with Raising Quinn. Down the inside is Sandbank. Further back, Timbavati River. Final Edition's made up a lot of ground on the outside. Then came My Bestie. King of Seville is further back with To the Hilt. Entering the last 300 meters, Sandbank along the inside with Pedro. Final Edition behind that. My Bestie's under a hard ride towards the outside. Got 4 lengths to make up, but now starting to respond. But Final Edition's the one to beat. My Bestie is now coming home powerfully on the outside, but it's Final Edition the one to beat. Final Edition from My Bestie. Final Edition goes on strongly. Final Edition beat My Bestie. Third is close To the Hilt, involved with Timbavati River, and down the inside. Well, Final Edition is a son of Dynasty. He's out of the Jet Mastermare final approach. He's back to the turf today after running on the polytrack last time out. And this will be his second win from 15 starts. And a good victory here by Final Edition. Strong ride by Richard Fourie. Gets home ahead of My Bestie, who will fight on for second. Tight third, maybe Timbavati River on the photo, ahead of To the Hilt. Right, there comes the result. 7-5-1-4. 7-5-1-4, that's the numbers. That's the numbers have come through from the judge.
Welcome back. Final Edition. Richard Fourie, Hollywood Bets, and Alan Greef team up this afternoon. And went on a horse that I thought maybe needs another run, having a second run after a bit of a break, but went well in the hands of Richard Fourie. So well done to all the winning connections. And Tabro, yep, he's going to get the winner's check, 1,500 Rand. Thanks so much to World Sports Betting. Godfrey's the man. He knows what it's about. He's going to give this to Tabro. So very well done. Thank you. All right. Richard, in the box, and I'll be honest with you, I struggled to find you. Nadine and I both were talking about this afterwards, but I think you summed it up when I was chatting to you now, just before you came on air. Sometimes you've got to let him do what he wants to do, because he can just be a bit of a tearaway.
Yeah, look, I rode him a couple of starts back on the grass, and he was so aggressive with me. I tried to control it as much as I could, but I literally had a runaway that day. So I got called in by the supplementary stewards, questioned my ride. And I had to explain myself what the story is with this horse, and he was aggressive. He's still aggressive. You can see him go down to the start. He's got a short neck, and he wants to get motoring. And even when he came from Cape Town, Louis rode him. He had a runaway with him over 1,800. So a lot of work had to go into this horse. So well done to Mr. Greef and his team, to get this horse to start spitting out the dummy and leaving it. So I jumped out cold hands. I know it's a nice strong tailwind today, but I said, look, we've got to still keep teaching this horse until he gets the idea. But he's nice and relaxed for quite a while, until about the 1,000 meters, and he was back on that bridle. And just before the straight, I was already 3 deep. And at that stage, I said, look, he's the type of horse that needs to get rolling. But he was doing it all by himself, the way he grinds. And I thought through the 400, we might have done a lot. But let me give him a squeeze. And he was there. He responded well. So it was a good win nevertheless. Well done to Team Hollywood and my sponsors at Winning Form as well. And hopefully I can make it in time tonight at the awards in KZN.
Are you off there to the awards?
Yeah, I must definitely try and make it. So work comes first. Wow. We play later, but hopefully you can make it and share the night with the boys.
All right, well, take your time now, because you've got the feature race coming up. You've got our hopes from the Eastern Cape in your hands. Take it easy when you walk down the stairs. Go and relax and chill, and we'll see you later.
No time to rest. You've got to work.
All right. Yeah, they're talking about Joy and Peace coming up shortly. Alan, shot. The man said, well done to you. He gave you a couple of accolades there. A little bit of a tearaway. You know, when a horse runs away with Richard or tears away with Louis Makotwa, then you know that he knows what it feels like being in charge all the time.
Yeah, listen, he's a little horse, but a real pocket rocket. And he's really strong for his size, and he's most probably typical of a jockey. Yeah. But yeah, you know, his final edition, he's aptly named. He's the last edition of Dynasty, the last foal of Dynasty. Oh, wow. And if you see his date of birth, it's very late. I think it's in January, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, he's a real hard horse, but we've dropped him in class. Last time was a merit rated 80, and this time 72. Richard managed to get him to drop in and managed to settle him a little bit longer than normal, and he won a good race, so very well done to him. That's why he gets paid the big bucks, sure. Richard. You know, he's a true professional. And to Ridgemont Highland, who bred him, very well done. To Hollywood, well done. And, yeah, you know, the way he won, we'll pick up another race again soon.
I'm sure you will. Well done, Alan. That's Alan Greef and Halo Racing in the winner's box this afternoon. Guys, don't run away. Stay tuned. We've got the feature race coming up shortly, and it's going to be a humdinger.